In Module 2, Lesson 4, we really get into word problems. And I know at the end of our last video in Lesson 3, I started to introduce some of that, but this lesson is really the one that we dive in fully to word problems involving time. So let's not waste any time speaking of that and get right into it. By this point, we're getting much more familiar working with clocks. We're also more familiar with the fact that we can use a number line to help us problem solve. I did introduce you one other way to solve problems last time, and that was using addition and subtraction. So there's a couple of different types of problems you're going to see today. And one of them will say something like, let's see, Sophia, sorry, my cord's in the way here. Sophia gets to school at 9:28. She does morning work for 16 minutes. What time is she done morning work? And then you're going to solve. So that's a basic addition problem. You're starting at a time, and then you're doing something. Starting at that time, you're doing something moving forward. And so you're given the start time, 9:28 is the start time, and then you're given the amount of time that thing happens for. So that's one type of problem that we'll see. And we'll have number lines for that. The hardest part of these lessons is drawing number lines. And we'll go from, in this case, 9 to 10. My pen's really not wanting to cooperate today, which is making it even harder to draw these. And we'll have 9:05, 9:10, 9:15, 9:20, 9:25, 9:30. I'm not labeling these yet. I'm only going to label the ones I need in a minute. 9:30, 9:35, 9:40, 9:45, 9:50, and 9:55. Okay, so 9:28, that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And then I'll label on from here because I know that I'm moving to the right. I know I'm moving on. I told you they're having trouble today. Oh, that's an H, not a 4. $40, $45, $50, and I won't need all these numbers up here, but it's good to have them on anyway. And $55. Okay. So my first thing I need to do is find my starting point, which is 9:28. So 9:25, 9:26, 27, 28, 29, 30. So it's right there. That's my starting point, and I'll label that for you. 9:28. Start. Okay. Now I'm going to go on 16 minutes. So I'm going to go on jump 10 minutes first, and then 6 minutes after that. Let me just fill in this. A lot of times you can draw these on your own. Often they're given to you in problem sets and homeworks and things like that, but it's good practice to know how to draw them too. So I'm going to jump 10 minutes. So I'm going to skip this group. I'm going to go all the way over here, and I know that I'm the third tally mark in. So in this group, I'm going to also be the third tally mark in, and that's going to be 9:38. So this is 10 minutes. So jump to there. That's plus 10. I'm now going to jump 6 more. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It gets me to right here. Some of you will want to make that jump all at once, and that's fine. Some of you will find it helpful to break it up this way, which is why I'm showing it, this strategy. Because as you know, you can make that jump in one piece, or you can make it in multiple pieces if it's easier for you to break it up that way. And so I've ended here at, this is 9:44. That's the ending, 9:44. End. Now, like I did last time, I'm going to show you another strategy, and that is taking the starting time, 9:28, and I'm going to add 16 minutes to it. So I'm just going to do 16 minutes. You can think of this like place value, like this is the hours, and this is the groups at 10 minutes, and this is the 1 minute. So this isn't hundreds, like it would be an addition, without time, like with regular numbers, but you can think of it in the same way, that you're adding the single digit minutes, the tens in the minutes, and then you'd be adding the hours here, and we don't have an hour there, so I'll put a 0. So I have 8 plus 6 is 14. So I put my ones place, my single minutes there. My groups of 10 up here. I have one of them. So 1 plus 2 is 3, plus 1 more is 4. And then I have 9 hours plus 0 hours is still 9 hours. So I end up with 9:44, which is the same answer that I got down here on the number line. So that's a good way to solve this problem as well. Both of those work. As you can see, this addition way is faster, but I do want you to have the strategy of using a number line as well. So both are important to learn. And there are other types of problems that you're going to learn as well. So you might have a problem that says this. Jimmy starts his homework at 4:07. Oh, I wrote 4:17. Sorry, 4:17. He finishes his homework at 4:35. How long did his homework take? Okay, so this time I was giving a starting time and I was giving an ending time, but I wasn't giving the amount of time that passed. That's what I have to figure out. So I'm basically figuring out elapsed time. Elapsed time is how much time has gone by. We're going to go ahead and draw another number line. And we're going to find our starting point and our ending point, and then use some strategies to figure out how much time has passed between those. So we know it's the 4 o'clock hour. And all the problems we solve are going to be contained within 1 hour right now. We're not going to do anything that goes into the 5 o'clock hour or anything like that. So it's all going to be within the 4 o'clock hour for this one. 5, 10, that's too close. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, and 55. Okay. Sometimes those will all be labeled, sometimes they're not. I'm gonna label them starting at 4:15 because that's the closest to 4:17, before 4:17. I don't need the 4 there. 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. That's a sad looking 3, but I hope you get the point. 40, 45, 50, and 55. Again, I won't need all of these, just like I didn't in the last one, but it's good to have them anyway. So 4:15, 16, 17, 18, and 19. I'm going to put a mark right there as my starting point. 4:17. Now I'm going to go find my ending point, which is 4:35. It's right here. That's my ending point. 4:35. I'm not sure why that came out as a line there. Let's try this one more time. Okay. These pens have like almost like a little electronic tips on them. And I think this one might need to be replaced because that's having a really hard time drawing today. So we need to find out how much time has passed between these two marks on our number line, or we could have used the clock as well. And we can do that like this. I would go +3 to get to 20. And then I go +15 to get to 35. This one is sort of a simple one in that way. I like to get to the nearest 5 wherever I am. I move up to the next 5 rather, and then from there I jump ahead to the. In this case, it jumped right to the number, but jump to the nearest 5 that comes before the number we're looking for. And so we have 15 plus 3 is 18. So it took 18 minutes. Now I could have solved that using subtraction. In this case, this is just finding difference, right? We're taking 435 minus 417, and we're finding how much time has passed between there, the difference between those two times. And I could set that up like this: 435 minus 417. And I could say, well, if I have 5, I can't take 7 from it. So I need to go over here and take this 30 and turn it into a 20 and a 10 and add the 10 to the 5. So I have 15 minus 7 is 8. I have 20 minus 10 is 10. And then 4 hours minus 4 hours is 0 hours. So I have 18 minutes, just like I showed down here. And that's how you'd solve that sort of problem using subtraction. Those are sort of the two basic types of problems that you will have in this. The only other kind that we're really going to solve is where they give you the ending time and the amount of time that passed, and you have to find the starting time. So let's do one of those, and that'll be good practice for us. So we could say that Owen finishes dinner at 6:42. Dinner lasted 21 minutes. What time did dinner start? So again, we have the ending time, we know how much time passed, and we need to find out what time something started. This is the third type of problem that you'll sort of encounter here in this lesson and in the next couple of lessons. So we're in the 6 o'clock hour. So the end is 7, the beginning is 6. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, and 55. Okay. So we're going to find 42 on here. So this is 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 40. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 42 is right there. Okay, that's my end. Now I'll go back and label these 35, 30. And the reason I'm labeling those is I know I'm looking for the starting time, which has to be before the ending time. So I don't care so much about the right side of my number line here, because I know I'm not going to work with it in this problem. I'm only going to be looking for the starting time, which, the way time works, the starting time has to fall to the left on our number line from the ending line. So 25, 20, 15, 10, and 5. Okay. So I'm going to go back 21 minutes. Well, I can go back 20 minutes pretty easily. And that's going to just, if I subtract 20 from 42, that gets me to 22. So I'm just going to bypass all this stuff in the middle here and go back 20. That's minus 20. But I need to go back 21 minutes, which means I need to make one more little hop here to the next digit there. 21. That's minus 1. So I've showed that I've gone back a total of 21 minutes, subtracted 21 minutes, and I've ended, I started actually. Owen started at 6:21. That's the start time. And just like we showed with the other two types of problems, you could solve this with subtraction as well. You could say 6 42. Take away those 21 minutes that passed during dinner, and you find your starting time. 2 minus 1 is 1. 4 minus 2 is 2. 6 minus 0 is 6. And that also shows me 6:21. So both ways came out with the same answer. And that's a representation of the third type of problem that you might encounter, or that you definitely will encounter in this lesson. I say it every day, and I will say it every day moving forward. If you have any questions, please ask.